My own dad sold me to my stepdad for a string of copper coins. Less than an hour later, the guy already regretted it. He took me in thinking I was this cute, delicate little thing. What he didn't know was that my name, Sudakwi, wasn't just for show. First time I drove his carriage, I whipped so hard I snapped the hitching post clean off. He rushed back to return me to my dad, but my dad had already packed up the whole family and vanished without a trace. So he had no choice but to take me home with him. I was born with superhuman strength and an appetite to match. After 5 years of feeding me, my stepdad had eaten through his entire savings. Lucky for him, I had just turned 15. He couldn't wait to ship me off to the 9th Prince's estate. The 9th Prince is loaded. He can afford to feed you 10 buckets of rice a meal. All I've ever wanted in life is to not go to bed hungry. So I headed over to the 9th Prince's place, happy as can be. Didn't get to meet the prince that night, but I finally got a full meal. But the very next day, the 9th Prince got thrown in the imperial prison on charges of treason. And as his only woman, I got locked up right along with him. So you're the beauty lord Shu sent me? My lord, when do we eat? I got dragged here first thing in the morning, and it's already way past lunchtime. I am absolutely starving. Do you have any idea what it means to be in here? Yeah, so when do we eat? Even if they're gonna chop my head off, I at least deserve a meal first, right? I heard the last meal before execution is pretty decent. When's that coming? Hey, dude, it's lunchtime. Why hasn't anyone brought food yet? Do you want to break out of here? I want Zhang's braised pork knuckle. If we leave now, his stall should still be open. We can make it. This is a heavily guarded imperial prison, but you can't just waltz out. Just tell me, do you want to escape or not? Hey, Zhang's pork knuckle place is to the east. So what's the plan from here? How should I know? I just wanted the pork knuckle. So you had absolutely zero plan and you just broke me out of prison? I was just really hungry. What if we grab a few pork knuckles and just head back to the prison? Think it through. Once those pork knuckles are gone, you'll be starving again. Then we're not going back. Yeah, no way I'm going back. If I'm gonna die, I'm dying full. But I genuinely had nowhere to go. So I squatted on the side of the road and racked my brain for a good while. Then I carried the 9th Prince on my back and knocked on my stepdad's door. My stepdad was a low-ranking official, barely made any money.
Dad, I missed you so much!
A married woman showing up in the middle of the night? That's not how things are done. Go take a walk outside. Come back at dawn. I haven't eaten yet. Didn't you always say too many rules just means you're uptight? Your Highness, don't mind the formalities either. We're on the road. I'll let it slide. I quickly changed the bedsheets for him. When I came out, my stepdad was still crying. I gave him a hug. Dad, don't be sad. They say a daughter who marries out is like water poured out, but I'm a good filial daughter. I promised I'd take care of you till the end, and I mean it. Oh yes, very filial. Can't wait to put me in the ground. My stepdad went to bed early last night, but first thing this morning he was gone to the government office and hasn't come back since. Your stepdad bailed. I'll go find him at the office. You can't go out. You're a fugitive. First, figure out somewhere to lay low. No matter how hard I thought, I couldn't think of anywhere. So I turned to the 9th Prince. Don't you have any family we can stay with? We could crash with them for a bit. All my relatives are royals. If we go to them, we might as well just turn ourselves in. A fugitive has to think like a fugitive. Honestly, he had a point. That's a prince for you. Thinks on a whole different level. That night, I stuffed the last 4 steamed buns we had into my pockets. Then I walked with the 9th Prince through the whole night out to the countryside. I had nowhere else to go, so I headed to my stepdad's hometown. Turns out my stepdad was already there, standing in the courtyard with a bucket just staring at us. Well, look at that, Mr. Zhu. You move fast. I came ahead to get things ready so you could settle in right away. I proudly told the 9th Prince. My stepdad is a good man. And just like that, our little family of 3 happily moved into Sujia village. I'm hungry. What kind of porridge are we having for lunch? Sweet potato porridge. Pumpkin porridge. I want meat. Hey, why are you making that face? Fine, I'll go hunt in the mountains. That way we can all eat meat, including His Highness. But the 9th Prince looked way too polished and refined, and the villagers were all super curious about him. They kept trying to find out who he was, but the 9th Prince told me to keep quiet. After a while, people just stopped asking. I stayed busy every day. After working our own fields, I'd go help the neighbors with theirs. Since I was strong, everyone was happy to call me over. You do all our work and help everyone else? Aren't you tired, you crazy girl? As long as I'm full, I've got energy to spare. If you put even half that energy into using your brain, you wouldn't be so clueless. The 9th Prince is a good guy, just a little too petty sometimes. Neighbors are supposed to look out for each other. Besides, when I help them out, they give me lots of food. One day I was hauling firewood for Ma Shunzi's family. They had a big household, so they needed a lot. Pretty heavy load. Thanks a lot, Dachui. We don't really have much food to offer, so we won't keep you for dinner. But remember to come haul water for us tomorrow. Our tank is empty too. Dachui is something else. That load of firewood would have taken my men 4 or 5 trips. She did it in 1. They're just not as strong as me. Call me anytime you need help. But I still wanted to ask Ma Auntie, what about the 2 pumpkins she promised me? She'd already gone to the kitchen to cook. I didn't feel right bringing it up. Wiped the sweat off my face and started heading out. I turned around, and the 9th Prince was standing by the road waving me over. Their 3 grown men are all home sitting on their butts, and they called you to haul wood. You're strong as an ox. Dummy. I heard them talking through the window this morning. So where are your 2 pumpkins? How come they didn't give them to you? She probably just forgot. No biggie. Maybe she'll remember next time. You're so clueless. They're trying to use you as free labor. I figured he'd lose his temper, get into an argument. Whatever. But if it came to a fight, he's too soft. He'd definitely come out worse. I barely took 2 steps, but the 9th Prince shot me a look, and I froze. But to my surprise, the 9th Prince walked into Ma Shunzi's place. No argument, no fight. A few minutes later, Ma Shunzi's entire family of 4 came out carrying 4 big pumpkins. Oh, Dachui, Auntie forgot your pumpkins. This old brain of mine. We'll bring them right to your door. But I still don't know why. From that day on, Ma Shunzi started taking a detour whenever he passed our place. And it wasn't just Ma Shunzi. A lot of people in the village started doing the same. I asked my stepdad what was going on. Did it ever cross your mind? The ninth prince beat them up? He's too delicate and fragile. There's no way he'd beat anyone up. My stepdad didn't say a word. He just hunched over and shuffled off to the kitchen. He seemed like he'd aged a lot. I have to work hard to pay him back. The ninth prince thought my stepdad wasn't making enough money. So one day he painted a picture and handed it to my stepdad. I stared at it for a while. The pig in the painting was extremely fat. If that were a real pig, killing it for food would be incredible. I swallowed my drool. Go sell it. And bring back 10 pork knuckles with the money. Your Highness, in a small town like this, barely anyone can read, let alone appreciate fine art. This place is way out in the middle of nowhere. There isn't even a decent school in the whole town. When people here have money, they spend it on food, not on something that can't keep you warm or fill your stomach. Your Highness, why did you commit treason? The prince shot me another look. What do I do? I think he looks good even when he's rolling his eyes at me. So I kept staring. I couldn't be bothered to commit treason. Obviously someone set me up. I'll clear my name sooner or later, and when I do, you'll be the hero of the story. So will your Highness reward me? I'll grant you one wish. Anything I want?